Perfect.
Is this in the way?
No.
Okay.
I do not believe so.
All right.
It's clear. It's like see-through.
Perfect. We could take the label off.
Might get endorsed by Meyer.
You're right. Shout
Wait,
out
you
to
gotta
Meyer.
do this. You gotta do this. You gotta turn
My
it
girlfriend
to
was
the
working
camera.
at Meyer when I met her. Good memories. Her and her hairnet.
All right,
awesome.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
All right.
recording? Oh,
yeah,
we are
we're already
recording.
like 5 minutes in.
Nice. We got that. We got that.
All right,
Gotta
I'm
do the
gonna do the clap.
Good clap, dude.
Oh.
And we're live.
That was a very good clap.
Live.
Hell yeah. Okay. Welcome. This is Creative Minds Podcast.
Yo.
I'm your host, Jonah Coleman, alongside Caleb Tenwaldi and Gabe Martinez, your other two hosts. And today we have a special guest, one of my good buddies, Shane Jackson.
What's up, guys?
Hell yeah.
Special guest. Dang.
Special
Yeah.
guest.
Important.
Special guest.
Yeah.
And Shane Jackson is a musician, and he has a band, The Wise Guys, Y''S Guys.
Get it right.
And yeah, they've been killing it lately.
Killing it.
Grinding, man. Taking
Yeah.
it all.
You
What
guys,
you got to do.
you guys are so good live.
Thanks, man. Thank
Your
you.
vocalist is amazing.
Yeah,
Your guitar
the-
player is amazing. Your drummer, the bassist, is amazing. It's crazy.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love it.
Yeah, we've put a lot into it this year.
Yeah.
A lot. And
I'm gonna fix this mic a little bit.
I'm really blessed to play with who I play with because, like he said, man, everyone just comes in like 100%, and they're all like badasses. So.
Yeah, for real.
Can I cuss?
They're all
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Go
good.
ahead.
Bleep me.
Yeah,
Go
do your thing, man.
Yeah. Either a bleep or a chicken bog.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep.
want the chicken box.
There
I've
you
been
go.
just kind of not doing
Been
any of it. I
slacking.
just no. I've been cutting it out, but it's just going mute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
a
Well,
lot of work.
Shane, you want to start off on the beginning. Tell us how you kind of got into this when you got into music.
Well, okay. So I started playing drums. I learned how to play the 1, 2, 3, 4 beat when I was like 9, and would get in trouble like slapping tables and shit,
Yeah.
just trying to do it. And then got a guitar when I was 11. Well, actually, I got a drum set when I was like 10. Got a guitar when I was like 11 or 12 or something like that. And just spent like countless hours playing. And hated singing at first, and then eventually realized that I would have to, I think. Then
Yeah.
I found
Yep.
a joy for it a little bit
Yeah.
more later, but I still hate my voice. Like even in my headphones right now, I'm like, God.
Yeah, yeah.
damn.
Well, I can
Oh,
tell
it
you
sounds
now,
so cringy.
from the first time that I heard you sing to now, you've gotten a lot better.
Thanks, man.
A lot better.
You just keep doing it and keep doing it. And
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Like I sing harmonies now, and I'm still not the best at it, but like it's crazy how much more natural it's just coming.
Yeah.
The longer I do it,
And like when all three of you guys are like harmonizing, it sounds great.
Spencer, he's like really got an ear for that, and Dylan both.
Yeah.
So like they're way better at finding them than me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put
It
in.
still sounds good.
Thanks, man. Thank
Yeah.
you. But anyways, so live music. I played my first show when I was 13. I just played "No Woman, No Cry" at a talent show.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good
That
choice.
was my
That
first
is.
song. Yeah, I knew who Bob Marley was before I even knew what marijuana was. So I'm not a poser. I love Bob Marley. Let the cameras,
Yeah.
let the people know.
Right, right. Oh, yeah.
And then I got in my first band when I was 18. A classic rock band out of Defiance called Bad Attitude. And we played,
Nice.
yeah.
Solid name.
They had the name already. Well, their drummer didn't show up to their first gig. And I was at the show. And they're like, "Can you come play drums?" And I was like, "Oh, God, no." But I ended up doing it. And I think about it all the time. I don't remember any of the songs. I don't think I knew any of the songs. And they were just like, "Do something like this." And
Swing it.
yeah, well, they
That's
ended up
scary,
they ended
not
up
knowing
getting a
the
booking.
songs.
They ended up getting a booking
From that
from
show.
that.
really?
Yeah, and I was
Oh my
like,
God.
wow, okay.
Damn.
Yeah,
So,
so,
am I in the band now?
right. Well, no. So they messaged me a little bit later, and they were like, "Our guitar player's leaving. Do you want to step in?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I ended up missing the first practice because I'm a POS, and so
I feel it. Me too.
the singer ended up giving me gas money. She's like, "I really want you to come." And I was like, "All right." So I played with those guys for 3 years, and we played a lot.
And you play the drums?
No, I actually played guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. They said their guitar player was leaving, so I played guitar with them for 3 years, which was like a great introduction into the live singing
Definitely.
because I didn't know
Yeah.
anybody or anything
Right.
like about like running a show or running PA. I learned how to like mix sound and stuff from doing that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
and then I started jamming with some guys a little closer to my age. Some guys from Bryan, the Hot Mess,
Yep.
Combo Meal guys.
Yeah.
I play with those guys.
Let me just say I'm the one that came up with Combo Meal.
Okay.
Okay.
I was in Hot Mess.
I don't necessarily know if it was the name Combo Meal that we came up. We passed the Circle K sign and it said Combo Meal. It was me, Cody Collins, and Johnny Ramos.
Okay.
And it's like that's a solid band name. And I was just jamming with Cody at the time.
Okay.
And
I've never jammed
we
with
weren't
Cody.
really like an actual band, and I've never really tried to pursue
I think
music that hard. And so like I never like went with them, but.
you bought a PA from me to play in Combo Meal, didn't you?
Yeah, I left that over at Cody's along with my my Epiphone electric guitar, and it was like one of my first guitars, and I just left that stuff over there. So
I ended up getting that PA back from you at one point.
yeah,
Yeah. I still have it because
Yeah.
that was the PA that Cookie Puss practiced on.
Yeah.
So that was like
Yeah.
a little sentimental to me. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We just had Luke on the other day.
Yeah. He was talking about that. And actually, Luke, if you're listening, to correct you, I watched Unlikely Alibi, not Cookie Puss. I wish I would have caught Cookie Puss. He plugged me in his episode, so I had to,
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
correct him now.
Yeah.
Love you, Luke.
Right. Show them a little bit of love.
And kind of a side fact, I mean, it was kind of mentioned already, but I should have said it at the beginning of the episode. You're not just talented in bass; you can play a lot of
A
instruments.
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
You're,
not
you're a
like
musical
not like
genius.
professionally. Like I just
You're very good.
thanks.
Don't
man.
sell yourself short.
So
man.
what are all these instruments?
Yeah.
I can play the drums, but not well. My drummer's probably laughing his ass off right now because every time I'm at his house, he's just like he's so good. So he's like every time I mess
Jason
up,
Newcomer, he is super good.
fire. Yeah, he's so good. But I used to play the flute in band,
nice.
but haven't played it since I was like 13.
I started on the flute.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You?
I thought
What?
the
Flute
I thought
bros.
the flute was dope.
Really?
You know what I mean? I was
Oh
into
my
anime
gosh,
and
I
weird
had
shit.
no idea. That is crazy.
Yeah, but it
You
wasn't.
never
It was.
Right? Like, just like this?
It only lasted for like a month or two, and then I ended up switching to trombone.
Yeah.
And so I played the trombone.
You play the tromboner.
Yeah.
Skin flute and the
then,
tromboner, dude.
then I eventually later on in life picked up the guitar.
It's a
and
whole new
started.
side of you, Jonah, that I'd
Yeah.
never known.
It's kind of an embarrassing. I don't like to bring it up.
I think Jonah is essentially how me and my girlfriend got together because like one of the first times we hung out was at his house.
Oh really?
And we were playing guitar, and like I took them home, and the girls were like, "God, you guys were so good." We were like doing like Outkast and Biggie Smalls mashups.
Oh, that's awesome.
The girls weren't already at my house. You brought them over, right?
yeah.
Y'all are wooing women
Because
with your musical talents.
Jonah's a jammer, bro.
That's awesome.
I love to jam with Jonah.
Hell yeah.
So
So
I'm not that great.
No?
I can keep a rhythm a little bit, but
Hey, that's-
I,
that's
I
better
mess
than
up
most people.
So much. I don't practice that much. You know? I know Wonderwall.
So Shane, did you grow up around this area then? Are you around?
I grew up in Hicksville.
Okay, gotcha.
I moved into Hicksville when I was like 11. I lived outside of town and went to Fairview, but then moved into town. And one of my first friends was Luke. Sully.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wow.
And,
Shout
Nice.
out.
Shout
Nice.
out
Shout
Luke
out.
and Jerome. Both of those guys just really
They're awesome.
influenced me. Great people, man.
That's awesome.
We'd skate together and then go have like bonfires. And so Luke brought a guitar to the skate park one time. And he's like, my dad just showed me Crazy Trainer. Maybe it was his cousin Wes, but he's like showing me that dun 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 dun. And I was like, oh, dude, that's so cool.
Right.
So cool.
My buddy Josh Glore had there was like a little guitar with like a speaker built into it, like half size, and it only had like 4 strings, but it had 2 consecutive strings. And that's all you needed for that riff. And I bought it from him for $10 and went home and played the shit out of it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And after I learned like 4 songs on that guitar, my parents got a hold of my uncle who brought me over a Fender Strat.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice.
Look
that
at you.
that I currently still own. He passed away.
That white one?
Rip. That white one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
Nice.
first guitar, and I didn't even realize how lucky I was to like have that
Yeah.
like a nice
Strats
guitar.
are sick.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
actually have
Squire
one.
2. It's,
Okay.
Squire is like, the lower tier, but my uncle was a gangster, and he set it up with like really good electronics, and it's the neck that is like really craved from this like make, like the Squire 2. They only made like a couple hundred of them or a couple thousand, I don't know. because they were shit. Apparently. But the next, it was like
Yeah.
everyone wanted them. So he
Yeah.
like custom built this guitar, and it's
Yeah.
super sick.
Right.
Nice.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
And he was
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge inspiration on me, man.
awesome.
He's so badass.
You know, I love hearing when we have guests on that say that their, family members or their parents or something had a huge impact on their life that helped like bring about their talents later on.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that's awesome to me.
Yeah.
Because not saying anything, about my parents, but I didn't really have that growing up. My parents were real busy and stuff like that, so I didn't really have that. So hearing people say that, hey, my dad did this for me or my uncle or something, that's
Sure.
killer.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, my
For
parents
sure.
were always my number one fans. My mom would play pool at like different bars, like in the leagues and stuff. And there was this one bar that they let me bring in a PA at like 13, and God bless those people for putting up with me. Man.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
I'd
you
go
gotta-
do that
you
like
gotta
once
start
a week.
somewhere, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just helped build up my confidence, and
Definitely.
like I would be like running my own sound. I remember one night I forgot to plug a speaker in, so like all I was running was my own monitor. I mean, yeah, you just live and learn.
Yeah, you just gotta go with
yeah,
it.
my parents really supported me.
That's awesome.
And, still
is
do,
awesome.
still come to shows, and
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
they're
killer.
great.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to like my timeline of music. So I was with Hot Mess
Okay.
for
Yeah.
a while. AJ, their guitar player, moved to Hawaii to,
AJ Double Air,
to
shout
ride the
out.
Dolphins.
To ride the Dolphins.
That's what he said he was gonna do.
I love AJ, dude. AJ,
He's out there, man. He's a trip.
He's
I
like a
love it.
brother to me. He's like I grew up with him. You know what I mean? He's so hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to him, it just reminds me of that surfer interview where he's like, you just drop in, just smack the lid ball, sit back,
Yeah. Back.
ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted. And that's AJ.
Yeah, that's AJ.
That's
for sure.
awesome.
But
That's hilarious.
so then I joined What Doin'. Actually, I guess we founded What Doin'. I worked with my buddy Sean Taylor at PTC.
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to Sean. And he's like, yeah, my little brother's playing music. He's got like a singer and a drummer here in town. I was like, I'd like to jam with them. They're like,
Cool.
they need a bass player. I'm like, oh, I could
Right.
play the bass. I didn't have a bass, but like I played guitar. So like, how hard could it be? But I learned a little bit later that bass is a lot different. Like you're more
Yeah.
rhythmic.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that the word?
Yeah. Bass
Yeah.
is really important to a band.
Dude, it's
Definitely.
so important.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
and these guys were like writing music, and they had some cool songs and some cool covers. And I was like, let's like do something with this. And we would jam like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And that was Jason that I drum with now. That was who was drumming with them. And then Zayd Taylor and Brandon Lyons. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
And Zayd's a killer songwriter, dude. Can just pump out songs
Yeah.
like it's his job.
And Beli, he has like a Kurt Cobain voice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he,
has,
Nice.
he can like growl
Yeah.
and stuff. And yeah,
it's dope.
trying
Yeah.
to think. Yeah. I wouldn't say Kurt Cobain because I think he's better than Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
love Nirvana, but like
Yeah.
I think Kurt Cobain got way too much credit to be like talented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like,
I can
they
see
were
that.
a garage band that
Yeah.
blew up. you
Oh
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's cool, dude. They were like,
That is cool.
I love Nirvana. Like I
Yeah.
love jamming to him. But
Definitely.
his guitar solos make me cringe.
Oh, you might get some hate for that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Whatever.
It's
Whatever.
just my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So what doing?
So What Doing? That was a good 2 years of my life. We had a lot of like house party shows and started getting attention around town. But it just like it wasn't sitting comfortable with me because some of the songs that we sang about were like a little depressing, kind of. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I'm not about that message. You know, I'm trying to
For
Right.
sure.
like
Yeah.
I want to be a part of something that I can express myself through
Yeah.
instead of just like writing bass lines. And I had a bunch of fun jamming with them, but I ended up leaving the band and they were a little upset, but you know,
Right.
it is what it is.
And
And
surrounding yourself with that kind of like a mood, or vibe, you know what I mean, can
Right.
kind of put you into a darker place too.
oh, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I was at the time I was doing way too many drugs, and
Yeah.
Right.
like I became a bit of an addict and ended up getting myself into some trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it actually helped me because I grew up.
Yeah,
I
for
Definitely.
sure.
realized how much time I had wasted just spending money on drugs and
Yeah.
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 I think a lot of people come to that realization. I have myself. Just the amount of time that you waste, whether it's partying, drugs, drinking.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Instead of like creatively like taking yourself and like doing something with yourself. Most people are like, oh, I could sit here and do this drug, or I could just get drunk. And that's where you start getting down a bad path.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
definitely you need to find a creative outlet. And do something like what you're saying.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I agree with that.
I was so deep into it that I ended up quitting my job because I was surrounded by people that I would like sell to and party with.
Right.
And I was like, man, I just got to get away. Ended up being unemployed for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like right when Pokemon Go came out. And I became a Pokemon master.
Spent a lot of time playing,
Oh,
huh?
God, dude. Like 16 hours a day.
Did you have them all?
No, I got like, I was like 10 away from having all the ones that you could in the United States. There's some that were exclusive to other countries.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
but like they even put me in the paper. Shout out to Josh Ewers.
They put you in the paper
Yeah.
for Pokemon Go.
I met a reporter for the Bryan Times while playing Pokemon Go. And this is like day number 2, and he's like looking down at his phone, like looking up, and I was like, yo, and he's like, we look so stupid. I was like, no, dude, I'm having a blast, man. It's like, this is like what childhood me,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my
Yeah, for
childhood,
sure.
what I
Yeah.
wanted.
Exactly.
Now I just want a real one.
yeah. Right.
So when I left What Doing, we still had some shows that I had to fill, shows that I booked. So I asked Jason if he would be okay with like if I found another guitar player, if we could just put together this show
Yeah.
so that the bar owner doesn't hate me. And that was when I got a hold of Spencer Gould at Spencer_Gould GOULD_12.
Shout out to Spencer.
Hey,
Shout out to Spencer. We got a hold of Spencer, and Jason's is at Jason_MN. Go follow him too.
Yeah. For
Hell
sure.
yeah.
So we got a hold of him, and we're like, just started a group chat, and we're like, here is some stuff we know. We didn't rehearse. We just showed up at the show, and it went all right. Like Spencer's a
Yeah.
badass. If he learns something, he's gonna learn it. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
that's one thing that's great about him. But we had so much fun, and we're received so well. Like, let's try something with
Yeah.
it. Jason came up with the name The Wise Men Trio, kind of like the three wise men.
Yeah.
And we're all a bunch of smart asses, so we're like, all right, cool.
All right.
It works.
And then we did that for a year and a half, and we played at Three Rivers in Fort Wayne. Was like probably our biggest show as a
Nice.
3-piece.
Yeah, I did a video
Nice.
for Three Rivers.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's a cool little
A little
spot.
brewery. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? The brewery?
No. Three Rivers
Okay.
Festival.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did
In
a
Fort
Three
Wayne.
Rivers brewery video.
Whoa.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was the same thing. I didn't know there was multiple Three Rivers.
Yeah, you should go to the Three Rivers Festival.
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
little
I
festival
totally
in
should.
Fort
Yeah.
Wayne up
Yeah.
there at Headwaters Park.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a cool place. But and Spencer was like, I got this guy who sings, sent us a video of him singing Simple Man, like the Shinedown version. We're like, yeah, let's get him to come to a show or something. He shows up to a show once and sang a set with us, and we fell in love with him. You know, he's
Yeah.
freaking awesome singer. So
Yeah.
we couldn't keep the trio name because we weren't a trio anymore. And I just came up with the Wise Guys. We
Yeah.
we really tried to find another band name,
Yeah.
and like everything that we liked was taken
Yeah.
or wasn't agreed upon. So that was
Yeah.
just like the
Right.
one that worked.
And that's Dylan, you said, right?
Yep.
What's
and
his
that's
handle?
at Dylan DYLANY Music, and that's the letter Y. So it's like Dylany Music. So
Nice.
go
Shout out to
follow
Dylan.
him
Shout
as
out.
well.
He's an amazing vocalist.
Oh, dude, so sick.
So good.
Yeah.
He actually recorded a cover of him doing every vocal track to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of
I haven't
tracks.
seen that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
have
you'll
to
have
have
to-
him send it to me too, because I don't even know where
Put
it's
that
at.
in the break.
Ooh, yeah, we should.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
we
you
could
go.
do that.
He's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know
If
if
he
it's,
says it's okay, we could do that.
yeah, I'll get a hold of him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he won't mind. He loves the plugs.
Yeah.
Right.
So one thing while I'm looking at my plug list here, I do acoustic shows with a couple different
Oh,
people
nice.
as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do them with myself, and sometimes Jason will accompany me. And I've had like Andy Miller from, he's the drummer of Hot Mess. He brings up his cajon. That's what Jason does too. But I sing with Brooke Schooley, which is Luke's cousin,
Gotcha.
Jerome's niece,
Okay.
and she is an amazing singer. And we do like totally different music than I would ever do. It's more like pop music
Yeah.
and some country, but it's
Nice.
like it's really
Cool.
fun, and we have a cool duo.
Yeah.
And so that's at B Schools 11. And yeah,
Shout
she's
out.
sick. Shout out to Brooke. And congrats on the engagement again, because she just got engaged.
Nice.
Hell
you, need
yeah.
you need a wedding video done?
There you
Do you need
go.
some pictures taken?
There you go. You need some live music
There you go.
Right,
You
hey,
have
man,
everything you need.
Right here.
right here.
We're all in the room.
And then my buddy Nathan Maynard, he's a super good singer, super awesome, and he does like Weezer
Nice.
sort of stuff, and
I can get with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
right.
and he sings so good. We do acoustic shows. We've only done 2, but I'd really like to do more with him. It's just like when you've got so many sticks in the fire, it's hard
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Hear you on
yeah.
that.
And So
You know, I really like how like musicians as yourself and like other people, you know, you guys are some of the only people that I ever hear like, oh, hey, I'm going to hit up this other person to just jam. You know what I mean? Like the collaboration, like that's what we all, us three here, you know, try to do is get
Sure.
together, collaborate, do the podcast and stuff. But I don't ever hear anyone else talking about, oh yeah, I just hit up this person other than a musician. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
All my
For sure.
musician friends, they're always like, oh, hey, yeah, I was jamming this weekend with this person.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. You know what I mean? Like you got to go and chase your dream and
for
chase
sure.
But
other
if you
people.
think about it, you need more than one person in a band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
that's not true. Have you seen some of those one man
Well,
bands,
I
man?
have.
They're sick.
yeah.
Do they
But
play live?
I just mean,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
as far as
Okay.
like taking the initiative to go find other band members or other musicians, like to collaborate with, to either build
I
a
understand.
band or just like hang out. You know what I mean? It's awesome.
It's hard too, because like I'm super blessed to be in the group that I'm in. We're all really tight. Like we're spread out like an hour and a half apart.
Oh, wow.
Like me and Jason are from Bryan. Spencer's from Garrett but lives in Fort Wayne.
Gotcha.
And then our singer Dylan is from Huntington.
Oh, wow.
So and we all just meet up in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
But like I mean, it's worth it because you know
Yeah.
there's like a lot of people would love to have what I
Right.
have. So I count it as a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Love my guys.
So let's, you want to cover a little bit about the Wise Guys? Let's talk about how you guys kind of linked up and
Sure.
started that.
Yeah, so like I said, we were the Wise Men Trio, and then we got Dylan to come sing a set with us, and we picked a name, and then that was pretty much it from there. We changed our whole set list to, not our whole set list, we kept a couple songs, but like we fit around like Dylan's voice, and we're doing like a lot of 80s rock, but we also do a lot of like
Yeah.
2000s
and I love it.
pop
Yeah.
punk.
Definitely.
It's awesome.
That was
Yeah.
one of the first things I was like, man, these guys are young and they're rocking out some 80s music. Like,
Hell
that is
yeah.
solid.
The hair
dude.
I love it.
Solid.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
I love
Spencer
it.
and Dylan's influence. Yeah.
It's sick. It's definitely a cool vibe.
Yeah.
You guys-
Oh, for sure. And that's what's cool about that is that like you guys can enjoy it, and so can your grandparents.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like we have people like with like full heads of gray hair coming up to us like, oh, we love you, wearing our shirts.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
cool. Like I went somewhere in Fort Wayne last night, and there's a guy wearing my band T-shirt. I'm like,
Nice.
That's awesome. That's a good feeling right
it's
there.
such
when
a
you-
good
yeah,
feeling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Spencer's mom's 50th birthday party. They had a band from Fort Wayne play, and we like all got up and jammed with them and shit. It was like
Nice.
seven of us on stage,
Wow.
I think, at one point.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 6. It was stupid cool.
Right.
Stupid cool.
Yeah, I just recently shot a video for you guys.
Two, actually.
Yeah, 2 videos.
Shout out to R&L Imagery.
Right,
Shout out.
right.
And the New Year's one.
Yeah.
You guys, after the New Year's, you guys played for like 4 hours, which is crazy. it
That's a
seems
long
like.
time.
Yeah.
It's only 3 hours of playing though. We get breaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
3
But-
hours of like
still-
grinding.
Still,
It's
yeah.
so
that's
crazy.
still a long time.
Yeah, you're
Um,
destroyed by the end of the night.
Yeah.
And then after the ball dropped and it was the New Year's, you had a special guest come on stage.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
That threw
I
me
didn't
for a loop.
either.
Yeah,
Who's the special
Ha- ha-
guest?
What's it?
Claire.
Claire Burnett.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. Or Barnett. Something like that. We'll tag her. We'll
We'll get you, girl.
yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
And I recorded that whole thing, and like just the energy that video had or whatever that it made, it just, even just being there and shooting it, there was so much energy to
dude.
it.
Yeah, that was, and Jason really pulled through on that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, so this chick is a drummer.
Nice.
So, and I don't think we've ever had a guest drummer before. Normally it's like a guitar or bass player, but
Yeah.
she gets up and Jason, he just gets off, and like I was like kind of wondering what he's gonna do. He picks up a stick and his China cymbal, and he's running around on stage beating the shit out of it.
And letting the audience like
yeah, he
hit
like
it
tosses
and-
a stick into the crowd, and he's like letting them bang on it and stuff. And
Yeah.
some of them are actually hitting it on rhythm. It was really cool. But
Yeah.
like he's like running up into the microphone and just singing, which he never does. Like we've got him to sing once or twice. But yeah, he's so like that was like super cool to see him like out there like working the crowd like
Definitely.
that. And we
Yeah.
and Dylan is great at working the crowd
Yeah,
too.
for
like
sure.
super good.
Yeah.
And he'll like take people's cameras like when they're recording us, and he'll be like
Yeah.
doing that. It's
Yeah.
super cool. Or like putting the mic up to people and letting them sing lines, or like
Right.
letting the whole crowd sing. And
Right.
Yeah. So the special guest came up and took over on the drums, and Jason got up, took the China is what that was
yes,
called.
China.
And what song did you guys play?
1985 by Bowling for Soup.
Oh my god, it was so cool. It
Nice.
was so cool. She nailed the drums. Everyone nailed the song, and the energy was just awesome.
We actually messed up a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Jason's probably
I couldn't.
cringing right now.
I didn't even notice, and I talked to Jason after that, and he definitely told me that it's like, yeah, I wasn't feeling this part.
Yeah,
And
well, we just kind of came, like we were not in sync when we came back. There's like a pause in it.
yeah, when they came back is what he said. Yeah,
Yeah, and
When he
we
took
were
back
not
over.
in sync. Like that's normally it's something like we like all have to make eye contact on and be ready. And I think we're just all having a little too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up ripping my pants that night.
Yeah, I got footage of that too.
Yeah, like, it
yes.
started with the tiniest slit, and I was like, "Oh, you can barely even see it." Well, then my guitar strap, like the little thing that
Yeah.
sticks out, got caught in it as I'm moving around, and just. And then I got down on my knees later, and that just made it even worse. It was like from my crotch to like past my kneecap.
Yeah.
It was
Just
fucking it's New Year's.
jamming so hard.
And for the break, we should put a snippet of that
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, let's
so
plug-
that you
let's
guys
plug your
can see
video.
a little bit of it. Probably just the beginning or something like that. But it was a super
Yeah, it was a
awesome.
good time.
Definitely.
Shout out
Every
to
time you
that
guys
quality is
Yeah.
insane.
I try, man. I
It's
try.
insane.
Solid.
Thank you. I
Solid.
appreciate that.
All right. Well, let's go
Yeah.
to break, and then we come back and we can talk a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Cool.
We're gonna have a special guest come up, sing with us. Where's she at? Oh. Tell the birthday girl one time, this is Hannah. This is our first time doing this, so this is gonna be awesome. Jason, you're fired!
Nice. Double good clap.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting really good at
I've
it.
been practicing a lot.
Yeah. The last one, I think you
Practicing my
did 2 or 3
claps.
claps for Luke's one.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
I think
I don't
you did
remember
2
that.
claps
I
at
like how
least.
you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little
Now I'm
embarrassed.
counting. I'm going to remind you.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Oh.
All right. We were just talking about your live show.
Yep.
And the Wise Guys.
Yep.
You have any more on your timeline that you want to share?
Yeah, so we've done some big, really cool things this year. We
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much take like a lot of like any gig we can get
Yeah,
for the most
definitely.
part. Not always. Sometimes like it's not worth our time. I hate to say it like that, but like we've all got a lot of shit
Yeah.
going on. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
but
As
yes.
everyone does.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But so we played the Clyde Theater twice this year.
Nice.
Which was a great, like both times. Just the production crew is amazing, super easy to work with. Like they'll like you set your stuff up and like that's it. Like they'll move it for you, they'll mic it, they'll run
Nice.
everything. Like you need power to stuff, they'll run and get you an extension.
Yeah.
Dang.
Backstage, free drinks, food. You know, it's
That's
like
awesome.
Yeah,
They got like a green room or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, there's like a hallway with like
Yeah.
you got like your separate rooms and
Yeah.
stuff. And,
a few of the gigs that I went and filmed for the Doer Gang and stuff. They had
The Doer
like,
Gang, okay, I know those guys, yeah.
with A-Bob and all them. But the one show was for it was with Chief Keef. Chief Keef was like the main event there, and I was like,
That's
Nice.
crazy.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be sweet. We're gonna be in the green room with Chief Keef. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're all gonna be hanging out.
Yeah.
And it was like we get there, and they just had this little corner off to the side where it was like all the other bullshit was laying there. I was
Yeah.
like, man, no green room or
Yeah.
nothing. It was such
Yeah.
a letdown. But
But if
it
you've
was still a
ever
cool
seen
concert.
like interviews with Chief Keef or whatever, he's so like reserved.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
Yeah.
really talk and he's just like one word answers and stuff like
Definitely.
that. So I feel like even if he was in a room full
Yep.
of that, like he
They,
wouldn't
uh,
like like
Right.
speak to other people.
True that, and I wasn't really, I guess, expecting that. I was just like, the thought, like we're at a
Sure,
show,
sure.
backstage, green room. Like every stage has a green room, right?
Right.
Like, it was just like the mentality, thought process, and there was
Yeah.
none of that.
That would still be sweet.
But
you know,
the cool
a
thing
boy
was
can
is
dream.
the drummer, MGK's drummer. It's like
he's from Sylvania.
Yeah, he was there, dude.
Okay.
And he was actually there too, hanging out and talking to us and like chilling and stuff. So that was a cool experience, definitely.
Yeah, you got a 12-pack of Diet Dr. Pepper from Hinder.
I did. And let's not forget the bottle of vodka that caused my girlfriend to black out. Shout out to my girlfriend at
Oh, yeah.
Sammy is Kawaii. That's like Hawaii
Yay.
with a K. It's Japanese for cute, and she is. So just had to throw that out there. But yeah, she after our set, we opened for Hinder. For those of you that didn't know, that was an awesome experience.
That's so cool.
That was a week and a half ago or so now. No,
Yeah,
last weekend.
That was the
It was last weekend.
What was the
a
date?
week
December 28th. So it was
yeah,
like a week ago.
Yeah.
before the New Year's show.
Yep.
Yeah, no, not even.
Was it?
No, because New Year's was like the Wednesday or Tuesday after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's been
I
like
had
9 days.
I had days off. I get confused.
But yeah, so they gave us that Dr. Pepper, that Diet Dr. Pepper, and I was like, "Are you from Hinder?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm the guitar player," and that was like the extent of my contact with the band.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Apparently, their tour manager and like a couple of guys in the band were talking to the sound guy though that they really liked us. So
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I wish
yeah.
they just would have come and told us
It's-
that.
yeah.
you
You
know.
guys, you guys definitely
Yeah.
killed that show.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we rehearsed hard for it and
Yeah.
just brought a great show. And what was crazy though is that like we thought we were playing like 35 to 45 minutes, so that's what we practiced. And they're like, "Hey, you have an hour," and we're like,
Nice.
so
Right.
we were like didn't have that on the set list. Like I took Sharpie and like scribbled down a couple song ideas, and then we were like calling them out. And actually, in one of the videos Jonah got, you can see us like collaborating. Like, what are we gonna play next?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, but it was super awesome.
That'll
And
definitely
then-
make for some good footage later on. You know what I mean? Especially if you have Jonah like stocking up footage and stuff like
I've been,
that to
yeah,
come back,
documenting.
years from now, going back and looking
Oh.
at that stuff, it'll be super rad.
Yeah.
I told Jonah I'm gonna start selling drugs to pay his commission to take,
Yeah, right.
to take him
Right.
on the road with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full
can you
time.
go tour
Yeah,
him
that's
and
what I'm
Melissa.
talking about. Yeah.
So it's
Jeez.
I gotta learn how to hustle that again.
Yeah.
Gotta get back in it.
Oh, jeez.
Totally joking. That's just how much I would love to have him keep coming
Yeah.
to like all the shows and stuff. And I'm kind of trying to get into like photography, videography a little.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get a camera like around tax time. But and my girlfriend wants to like do YouTube stuff. So
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get some GoPros
Hey,
and try to
uh,
get like footage like on the stage that I
Yeah.
can just stockpile that too.
Hey, Steve, get the guitar and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna do
selling
that.
the camera. Shout out
Yes.
to Steve.
Let me just check something right now. Sorry, I'm getting like paranoid.
Oh no.
Reset
I couldn't tell you.
Did we? Oh, good.
I think we're good.
Sorry.
We're good. Safe. Safe.
That was almost horrific.
All right. The whole podcast, just throw it down the trash. No
Sorry,
set of
guys.
you.
I just
Start
didn't
this
remember
whole
hitting
episode
record
over.
on the middle, on the wide.
You're right.
All right.
Oh my god.
Continue. Sorry. Like having a panic attack over here. I'm like,
So-
oh my god.
So Shane, how long have you been playing with the Wise Guys now? And is this like your band, or is this like collectively, like you guys all came together? I know you said before.
It's like totally like our
Okay.
band. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
band leader. We all like play our roles and like bring in like our artistic opinions and stuff. And
Right.
there's times where like if I'm doing something that those guys don't like, they'll tell me, and I love that.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
I try to give them that same respect.
Vice
Like if
versa,
one of us
yeah.
is messing up, like
Right.
that's what you got to do to bring the best. You got to take that critique and
Yep.
wear it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
for sure.
sometimes can be
Yeah.
like a little hard. Like
Right.
I've been pretty mad at a couple of them before, but that's business. I love them.
Yeah, you'll have that. That's
Yeah, for
family
sure.
though. You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. But like when you're working for something good, like it sucks to have to be like, all right, guys, this is what it is, but
Yeah.
this is what it is,
Yeah.
So
I think as a creator too, like if you're creating music or videos or something, you put your time and effort and you like love that project so much, and when someone tells you that it's
hurt.
not that good,
It
yeah,
hurts. Oh,
it
for
hurts,
sure, for
like
sure.
real
For
bad.
sure.
But that's how you get better.
for sure, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But we all have like our own like different like attributes. Like so, Spencer, like he knows all the music to everything. Like can hear like every guitar and everything. So if I'm doing something just a little bit off, he's like, hey, this is actually what it is, and I'm like, oh, so I just learned it wrong. That's cool. Like
Right.
I'll relearn it real quick or whatever.
Yeah.
And Dylan, he'll help me with my harmonies. My harmonies are off, and he'll get that tightened up. And like I'm trying to like bring like the stage presence because I'm just dun, 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 dun. I got a lot of stage to fill, I guess. Bring a
Yeah.
little bit more to the show.
You were very lively.
yeah, try to be.
You were very
Yeah.
lively.
That's
Yeah,
what makes a good
it's-
show, though. Honestly, you
Uh,
got to get interaction with the crowd, and you just
Yeah.
got to be up there getting it.
Well, I
Yeah,
saw
for sure.
about a year ago, me and my girlfriend went to a Sublime with Rome concert. And the opening band was called Tropidelic. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them.
No,
So I looked them up and started jamming their music a little bit. I was like, these guys are sweet, dude. And I saw them live, and their guitar player, I pretty much stole his stage presence because he is
Whatever.
just,
yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
he wasn't the first one to swing his hair around, but like, yeah.
Melissa got an awesome shot.
Oh yeah,
of
super
your
cool.
hair.
You should put it in there.
Yeah, I thought Claudio Sanchez from Coheed and Cambria had the best hair game on stage or whatever, but no, Shane killed it.
Bobby's
awesome.
got some pretty cool
I have
ones
seen that
too.
picture.
That's,
Awesome.
that's the guy from Tropidelic, and I actually take guitar lessons from him now. Like he's like out on the road and like,
Nice.
so his band's doing really good, but they're at the point where they're still like paying a lot of money to like get
Right.
those bigger shows. Like they hire out and stuff. So he's trying to get some extra money. So it's like now I'm like taking guitar lessons from my idol. Like
That's
he's
awesome.
so cool.
That's
And he's
awesome.
such a good dude, and he's actually teaching me stuff. So it's like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
learning
awesome.
from him. And
Yeah.
he's so sick. Like I don't know. You just have to check him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Tropidelic.
Tropidelic.
It sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard of him
You've probably
before.
heard me talking about him.
Yeah.
I'm like a crazy fangirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time he like showed up on my Skype, I'm like, oh my god, dude! I just gotta say, you're like my favorite guitar player. And now we get on Skype, and it's just like, sup, dude.
I had a.
You got to fangirl a little bit. I kind of fangirled on Nick Mullins when we had.
Oh,
him on.
dude,
yeah,
I would love
yeah,
to
you
meet
did.
Nick, dude. Nick,
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick.
It was crazy.
He
meeting
asked me
him.
if I knew who it was, and I was like, dude, Nick Taj is the best 10 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah, for
Dude,
real.
such a sick video. And I challenge you, Nick, to a Guitar Hero competition.
Hey.
He could still beat you.
He probably could.
What song is that?
It always.
All right, got
He's
you.
got it
It,
memorized.
yes, it always
Memorized.
trips me out when I'll post something and then Nick likes it, and I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I wonder, how does
it's a
that
good
work?
Oh, dude,
He's
his
got a-
phone reads to
Yeah,
him
he's got an
super
app
fast.
that reads to him.
That's dope. Super
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
And I asked him one time because Melissa brought up a good point. It's like maybe you should just voice message him because I just messaged him on Messenger, and like I asked him and he's just like, no, it's cool. It's like it reads it off to me. It's fine.
Nice. Super
Like,
dope.
okay.
Welcome to the future.
Right. Right. 2020.
That's
I just
dope.
don't understand how he uses emojis.
Well, I almost had a lightweight panic attack. Well, first of all, his it reads it off to him super fast.
Oh, it's so
like,
quick.
I
You
can't
can't
even
even-
comprehend
so
it.
quick.
Yeah. It's
It's
literally like a
super
sp-
fast.
He understands
speed reading
everything,
type
but
thing.
like
Wow.
it's so
Yeah.
quick. And
Learning curve.
so
Yeah.
at work one day after our episode, I was kind of curious about it, and so I set my phone on that. And then I didn't know how to work it or how to switch it back because like you tap on something and it reads off what it is or whatever. and it messes with your whole phone. And like I had a panic attack. I was like, I don't know how to fix this. Like I don't know how to make calls. I didn't know, like, what happened?
What is going on?
I eventually got it, but it was scary.
Oh, that's hilarious. Back to
Yeah.
fangirling. Girling. I actually had a guy that I kind of follow, wedding filmmaker. His name's Aaron Tharpy, and this guy is amazing. And I had him
He's
the
a
other.
monster.
This is like a couple weeks back, and he liked and commented on one of my posts, and it was like I like
Nice.
screenshot it and like saved it. Was like, oh my god, like this is happening. Is this
Small
really
creative
happening?
problems.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I have Bobby as a friend on Facebook now, and I shared like one of those like tell me which Pokemon you associate me with, and when he commented on it, I was like, this is so cool, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when we opened for Hinder, it's weird. I was like watching them as an equal, you know,
Yeah.
and not as
Yeah.
like a crazy fan person.
Definitely.
And they did a great job. Shout out to Hinder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so I've been
Yeah,
listening to them
that is
since like
super cool.
2004, probably.
Yeah.
It was definitely awesome.
Yeah, it's a really fun experience. But
Yeah.
there like wasn't a green room or anything there. We had like a little backstage area behind the
Yeah.
curtain
Yeah.
in the YOLO Center.
Right. So yeah, out of all of the shows that I filmed for the Doer Gang, I don't think any of them would have like an actual chill room. Like it was always like some random setup stuff, and it was super sketchy for me because I'd have like camera gear like packed
Sure.
up with me.
Yes.
Sure.
And I actually
Always
almost
the
had some
fear.
stuff like stolen one time. Someone had moved it
Yeah.
and put it over by the door because they couldn't get it off the stage. So they was obviously waiting to like move it around.
Right.
Luckily, I caught it before then.
Sure.
A couple grand worth of camera gear, but
Yeah.
but
that's scary.
That's one thing. Like it's always, I was like always waiting for that green room or like a backstage chill room. Never.
It's
never,
gonna
never.
happen. If
That's
you
always
keep
a
with them
fear.
though,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah,
make it, dude.
definitely.
Doer Gang
Definitely.
is sick.
Yeah,
I went to
Doer Gang.
went to one of their shows in Hicksville like 2-3
Yeah.
weeks ago or
Yep.
so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
sick.
definitely.
dude.
Doer Gang is solid. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing that they're real good at is hyping people up. You know, they
Oh,
got DJ
for sure.
Hazmat, man. They, you know, you talk about getting a stage presence and really getting the crowd engaged and stuff, and that is one thing that they are solid at is just getting everybody riled up, you know, and ready for the shows that proceed. So
And they bring like other people like that are gonna be like performing later on
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, I had a really good time.
yeah, they're solid guys.
And then there was a metal band there too. It was cool. It was like
Yeah.
it's like gangster rap and metal.
Yeah.
I love shows that do that. They
Oh,
have
it
the
was
metal
so
and then
freaking
some
fun,
rap and
man.
stuff like
Diversity.
that.
Oh, yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
like
it's
mosh
so good.
pits and the
Yep.
rap
Exactly.
during like the rap set and all
Yep.
that stuff, and it's just the
Yep.
energy is crazy.
That is crazy.
First mosh I ever went to, my buddy got his nose broken. Wild.
I love moshing. I'm a
Hell
little
yeah.
guy. I'll get picked up
Yeah.
and tossed. But then it's like I'm flying. And I'll go in there and like try to push the biggest guy, and he's like looking at me. I'm like,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, but it's a good time to rage,
yeah.
man. Just get all that energy out. My girlfriend will do the same too.
Yeah.
She ditched me to go to the pits one night. We went to a metal show in Cleveland, and she's like, "All right, I'll find you later."
That's awesome.
We ended up going out there and finding her, and it was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Making sure
That's
she was
sweet.
safe. Yeah.
So what's some goals you got planned for the future?
So we're actually releasing a live album. I
Nice.
forgot to mention
Nice.
that. Yeah, it's gonna be called Live at the Clyde. We got all the tracks from the Clyde, and our singer Dylan mixed and mastered them. He's got the ear for that and everything, and they sound so good.
So good.
Hell yeah.
So good.
good.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what-
sent him one of the
Is that what
originals.
you sent us?
Probably. Did I send you one?
All right,
I
keep
might
it,
have.
well,
keep
you
it low
sent some-
profile. We got 6 more days.
Yeah.
So
I think I did. I send it.
It was on like what is it, Dropbox or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might have
right.
sent it.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be releasing that. We got 1 original, and then I think like 6 or 7 covers from the show. And we're
Awesome.
writing right now. I'm actually I've got like the next 2 weeks off. I call it off. I've still got to work my 9 to 5, but I don't have like anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I finally have some time to just sit
Yeah.
down and grind on
Yep.
some music,
Yeah.
man.
There you
Yep.
go.
And I'm really looking forward to that. But and I'm not the only songwriter. In fact, the song I didn't write that song that I sent you. That was Spencer and Dylan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've only
Yeah.
written a couple, but only one that we're gonna use in the band, which
That
I'm
song's
okay
beautiful.
with because
There's like a little slow part.
that little break. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. I don't know how that even came to be, but that's like my favorite part of the song.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And so yeah, we're gonna be releasing like an EP or something later this year of
Nice.
all original music,
Nice.
and we've got a shirt. You can get a hold of us for our shirts.
Hell yeah.
And I want to plug the online real quick.
Yeah,
Do
for
it up.
sure.
It's facebook.com/TheWiseGuysOfficial, and there's no apostrophe in it because you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then it's just at The Wise Guys Official on everything else.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
and we try to post content pretty regularly, and we post all of our shows on there, and try to make it an effort to get back to everybody that comments and everything. So that's really important, man. Your
Yeah.
fans,
Yep, engaging
fans are-
with your
yeah,
audience.
Oh
Yes.
man, like that's
Yes.
like I follow a lot of bands that are like in the reggae rock scene. That's like my favorite
Yeah.
music, and I'll comment on their stuff, and they're commenting back, and I'm like, dude, I love these guys for
Yeah,
that.
It
Thank
feels
you.
good.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
it feels so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
makes you love them a little
Yeah.
more.
so I
True
try
that.
to hop on the socials and do that if I can, and the guys are pretty good about it too. And Dylan's great at like Photoshop and stuff too. So like he'll like make some stuff for us, and he
Nice.
like makes our flyers and stuff.
I like the fact that everybody has their part and everybody's contributing and really making it come together.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. And that's like Jason.
That's
He
really
brings
important.
he brings a GoPro to every show and records it from like the drum
Nice.
angle.
Nice.
I think he's trying to do like some Instagram stuff, and he's so sick. He should. Like, I think I'm almost afraid that if Jason does get like Instagram famous, that he's gonna find a band he likes better than ours. Because like, yeah, he's so good.
He is super good.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I'd like to get a couple GoPros and get like all the stage like angles and everything, and
Right.
yeah, just kind of. And my girlfriend, she'll be like doing photo video work here sometime this year.
Right.
Just kind of make
yeah.
it like a norm.
Yeah.
Need to get you a music video out there.
Yeah, that's
sweet. That'd be
uh-oh,
sweet.
Someday,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's trying to plug himself
Right,
in.
right.
Got a business card or something?
He has the blue card.
Right. Yeah.
The blue card.
card.
That's
We were
that's
talking
the
about
That's
that.
the future right
The
there.
future right there.
The wise guy's blue card.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I think I've seen one in person, to be honest.
They're
I
super
can't remember.
Cool.
My
They're
memory
super
sucks
cool.
so bad, but I know that I've
There's
seen
a
it
there's
before.
only a couple companies that are coming out there that are out there with these cards. The one that I was talking about, the blue card, I think that's the name of it. Sorry if it's not. Yeah, they're on. I think it's Kickstarter right now. And they haven't started shipping, but I think I'm gonna hop on and grab some of these up. Which, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, it's business cards that have a like a QR chip or something inside of them, and so basically you can touch it to almost any phone, smartphone, and it'll bring up your social media, whatever you have like listed on there, it'll bring it all up to on the person's phone that you tap it to.
So I wonder, is that something that you would like sell as merch, like a card?
See,
I'm wondering if
I don't
there's
know.
like profit margins.
There's a lot of different application I know that you can use it. They have an app that they're coming out for it, so you can do all type. Man, there's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. Like I said, they're on Kickstart, so it's not like super official yet, I guess. But yeah, I
Still
think
super dope.
Yeah, I
That
think
is
I'm gonna
dope.
hop on it
That's
as
the
soon as
future, man.
they start releasing it.
Oh yeah,
But
I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah.
because it's hard to say the wise guys. You know, everyone wants to spell it like
yeah,
With
like
the W.
WISE
Yeah.
or
Right.
something. Yeah, and I'm like, no, give me your phone. I'll find it
Yeah.
for you. Yep.
yeah,
So
hell yeah.
it'd be dope to just have in my wallet or something.
Line
I
up.
agree.
Right, right. Give me your phone.
Right, I agree.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Right on time. Right on. All right. Well, you guys got anything else you want to say?
I'd like to keep talking.
Keep talking.
We still got a little
do
bit.
that.
Let it
Do
be
it up.
known that me and Jonah will make a mashup of your favorite songs for $5.
For $5.
Hey.
We should start a $5.
Yeah, we should start a Fiverr.
Pick 2 different songs and we'll.
Yes.
That would be sick.
Do it. Do it.
Shout out to Duggan for he had the greatest drop ever. One time we were at a party.
Oh my gosh!
I
Okay,
forget-
now I don't know where you're going with this, but now I
Dude,
understand.
we were all, it was at our friend Ava's graduation party, and we were playing guitars, and I remember it was like, was it Biggie Smalls and Save Tonight?
Yeah, it was Biggie, Save Tonight, and then there was another one with Smash Mouth.
Okay, yeah. So all these songs just have the same chords, and we're like all like rapping and stuff, and like Duggan just comes in, he's like, Save Tonight, and nobody else knew where we were gonna go with it. It's just,
Yeah, Duggan saved it and definitely brought
I love
it back.
mashups, man. It's so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Hell
it's like taking 2 different worlds and combining
Yeah.
them.
That
Yeah.
Smash Mouth song is like a song that you can play with like any chords, though. So
Right,
it's like
right.
so easy to mash that one.
It's
right.
amazing that some of the songs that I see that they mash up, I'm like, I had no idea you could even do that. Like,
My drummer showed me something the other day. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was like, it was System of a Down on top of like, another song, and it worked out perfectly. But it was like one of those chick songs, like making my way downtown. It fits so perfectly. Yeah, and like we listened to it on the way to the show. I was almost in tears.
Yeah, there was a mashup of Psychosocial by
Yeah.
Slipknot and
Yeah.
Baby by Justin Bieber.
I've seen that one.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah. And sometimes I like mashups more than the actual song. I'm like, this is so hard right now. Like, so hard.
That's what she said.
I think I think my favorite
Shout out to She.
yeah, shout out to she. I think my favorite meme on Facebook right now, have you guys seen the one with the dog? It's the dog in the crate and it's the guy's rapping to it and he's like, puppy dog bouncing in the club like this.
I
And the
literally
dog's,
just saw
bouncing
this like 2 hours ago.
Dude, my favorite meme of 2020. It goes so hard. Oh my
It was really
gosh.
good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite mashups is It's Getting Hot in Here and Staying Alive together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good every time.
There's a lot of mashups that are amazing.
So many
the
good ones.
Mariah Carey, Soldier Boy, All I
Yeah.
Want for Christmas is You.
Yeah. You know what I really truly like though is when you got a bunch of these metal bands that are taking like Taylor Swift songs
Oh, I
and
love
stuff.
that.
Oh,
Our,
man.
Our Last Night.
Yeah. Yes.
is
Yes.
Killer at that.
Killing it.
Yeah,
Oh my
for
gosh. And I
sure.
love that music. Like, and it's like, man, when you hear a song that's done like that, you're like, man, the lyrics are. Taylor did a really good job at writing this
Yeah.
song out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
You hear it in your own music, you're like, this is not that bad of
Yeah.
a song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We did that in the Wiseman trio, and then kind of pulled it into the Wise Guys Run Around Sue by
Okay.
Dion and the Belmonts.
Yeah.
We turned that into like a hard punk rock,
Nice.
like wow, that really echoes through. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fun because like you're taking something that's like maybe not as energetic, but
Yeah.
still a good tune,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and feeding it to the crowd that would
Exactly.
probably not normally hear that song.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And I love doing stuff like that. I
Just
do that a
messing,
lot.
just messing around with that and seeing what you can come up with. I mean, that's super cool.
For sure,
Like,
for
I
sure.
dig on
It's
that.
really creative. Like a lot of these like producers and DJs and stuff will take like 4 songs and like mix them together.
Yeah.
And pretty much every song in country music these days you can do that with too. Because it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Shane does Colt 45, which is awesome.
Colt 45.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that
I
song.
bring in the bass line. My drummer's doing some like sexy shit, you know?
Yeah.
We're breaking it down. And then Spencer comes in with like a thrashing solo.
Yeah.
When I played that on New Year's, I remember I went from like completely fine to drenched in sweat. Just getting so
nerves or what?
No, just getting so into it,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
good time for
You
sure.
got to go on and all in on that song.
For
I mean,
sure.
You
I
can't
mean-
just slack a little bit.
And it's when you're playing a 3-hour show, there's songs that you want to go all in on, but
Yeah.
there's songs you want to go more all in on, so you can't give yourself to like
Right.
Yeah, but like I'll definitely like overdo myself at shows and come home and just like be stiff as a board.
That's-
like
that's
laying
how I
down
am
on my
after
back,
weddings.
My feet, yeah.
after
I'm only
after
25
doing
though.
weddings and like holding the camera all day long, dude, I am wrecked. Like I get home and it'll be like 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? And it's not even that late, and I'm just so wrecked by the end of it. I can't even do nothing. Literally just come home
Weddings
and sit.
are hard, man.
Dude,
It's a long day. That's
it,
a
it
lot.
really is.
Yeah,
That's a
me
very
and
long
Melissa
day.
did like a 12-hour wedding one time, and it's just like we didn't sit down a whole lot.
Nope.
We were just
Yep.
moving
Big job,
and
for
just
sure. And you don't
yeah.
want to mess that up. You only get
Yeah.
one try
Yeah,
at that, you
exactly.
know?
It's
Like,
so
yeah,
nerve-wracking.
that's-
Wracking,
between the
it's
nerve,
chaotic at
between
the
the
wedding,
nerves
you
and
can't-
like trying to adjust to the random things that happen, and then just like standing up and holding a camera all day long, and like a lot of times I use a monopod, so I'm not even technically holding the camera, but I'm just balancing it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's like, dude, I'm so wrecked. My back is wrecked. My arms are wrecked.
Yep.
Like I'm surprised I ain't got some like 22-inch biceps from that. You know what I mean? Like,
I have to make regular visits to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
About once a month.
I need
Yep.
to start doing it. My neck's messed up.
Lisa Friend over in Hicksville, Dr. Friend out on 49.
hey, shout out.
20
out.
$20 for a back adjustment. No insurance, man.
Man,
And like I
that's
graduated
solid.
with her daughter, so every time I'm in there, we're like always catching up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's super cool. But yeah,
Nice.
it's $20 and she's great, man.
Yeah,
like
that's
I always
perfect.
feel great
I'm
when
gonna
I
have to
leave
start hitting
there.
her up.
Yep. So
Yeah, that's
between
awesome.
Hicksville and Edgerton. It's awesome.
Is
place.
that
yeah.
just a friend price?
No, that's like the every.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure because she charged my girlfriend that too, and she didn't know my girlfriend.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
it's
I'm
still
pretty
you.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because like it used to be 10, then it went up to 15. Like 10, we're talking a long time ago. Like she
Yeah.
rarely ever lifts her prices up. And
Yeah.
always feel great. She like massages you in before, and then
Yeah.
cracks the ever loving shit out of you, and then
Yeah.
she like works
Nice.
you back out, and then
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
the
it's-
first time I went to a chiropractor, like I was young because I've always had back issues.
Yep.
I had like a small form of like scoliosis. And
I'm sure skateboarding didn't help any of that.
No. That skateboard actually messed up my lower back real bad. But I remember everything was just fine. It was like peaceful, just kind of working in or whatever. And it was just like my neck has always been like the problem. And then the chiropractor or whatever like grabbed my head out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Whips it.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
that's so
oh,
scary.
it's so violent.
Dude, yeah.
It's so violent.
I don't know
I
how
can't-
like chiropractors haven't been snapping necks for like, you know, you never hear of a chiropractor who's like, oh, 22-year-old man died from getting chiropractor adjustment. Like
Yeah.
you never hear that, but on movies,
Yeah,
that's
they'll do the
literally all
same
they did.
thing.
They're like the same move. They're like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
dead.
sure, for sure. That's scary, but it feels so. I can't crack my
Yeah.
neck myself. You know, like
Nah,
when
I
people
can't.
No,
do
I
that.
can't. It messes it up worse.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But when the
Cannot do it.
chiropractor does it, I'm like, oh yeah,
We got a guy at work. His name's Jake Box. Shout out to Jake Box. He's our official company back cracker.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Nice.
every
that's me
single
at work
yeah,
too.
every day on the job, like we're out there and stuff. We're like, yo, Jake, get us, and he's like, bam, cracks you up, and it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crack my friend Jenna's back. She's like maybe 120 pounds, maybe if that, and she's like 5 foot. So like I crack her back, and I can feel it go all the way down.
Yeah.
Like my friend's like,
yep.
That's
Yep.
how
Dang.
Casey's is.
Really?
Casey, whenever I crack Casey's back, and then he kind
out
of just
Casey.
lays there motionless, just kind of like,
Dead.
"Are you okay? Like, did I just paralyze you?"
I'm
What's
so
going on?"
sorry.
plug your chiropractors right now.
Yeah, right.
I'm Casey's chiropractor.
Hey, shout out to Jonah
Yeah,
Coleman.
Yeah, hit me up. We should probably check the time on
Yeah.
the cameras.
Check the time on the cameras.
Yeah, let me check it really quick. Are we done? Do you have anything else to say? You want to plug anything?
I think I made like a lot of plugs on the
We
way
plugged
through.
the hell out of this
I
episode.
think
Yeah.
I said something
Awesome.
earlier about Nathan Maynard, but I don't think I plugged his socials, and it's at Nate Maynard Official. So shout out to Nate. Go follow him.
What does Nate do again?
Nate plays guitar, and he's like he does original music. He's a singer songwriter,
So-
and he's from Bryan.
And what's yours?
I am at Shane Jacktard. It's an old friend nickname, yep, and I've earned it. So
Hey.
yep, and that's just as it sounds.
Yep. So go
Awesome.
follow him.
Definitely.
You're amazing. We love you.
You're amazing, man. Thanks,
Definitely
guys.
thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a cool
Yeah,
place.
for sure.
Cool
For
setup.
Can't wait to see the stuff you got coming out here soon. The
And
stuff that I've
right
seen,
back
man,
to you
it's
guys
killer.
too. I've seen every episode since the beginning. In fact, I could probably even name them. Like I've been
Appreciate it.
following.
That's awesome.
We
religiously.
appreciate
Thank you.
You had like your
Appreciate
introduction,
that.
Yeah.
and you had Russell,
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
then yours,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
and then
Yep.
Cole,
Yeah.
and then
Nailed it.
hold on, there was Nick,
Yep.
Levi, Luke, plans for the future, and then
That's everything.
yeah, I'm a
That's
fan,
everything.
dude. You guys,
fan.
you guys
Yeah.
are sick,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to
That's
get
awesome.
him a hat.
Right,
I
yeah.
would
Oh yeah,
the
check
shit
out
out of
the
that. Give me a flat
check out
bill.
Jonah's hat. I don't know if y'all can see
Get you
that.
a what?
A flat bill.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
That's my
Yeah.
style, I guess.
We had
We have
someone do it for us.
we have some more.
Yeah.
You guys need a model?
Yeah, we have.
Right.
Oh yeah, we have a lot
at
more.
least 6 more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have brought you guys shirts.
This is kind of
man.
the
probably-
first of some stuff that we're trying to dabble in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you guys
we should've
talking
made
about
you a hat.
you're
I'll
not
get you a
doing
hat.
merch; it's a product.
right,
line.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
product line. Well, this
yeah,
is
I
more.
I want apparel. I want more of
Yeah.
like rather.
I guess
than-
this is more kind of was for us specifically than anything. Not really like for sale.
Yep.
But it's just kind of us dabbling around, seeing what we can come up with.
I think you should do it. Get your name
Yeah.
out there, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
even if
definitely.
it's not like 100% what you want to do, there's probably a market for it. Like you
Right.
guys have like 300 subs, don't you?
Yeah.
Like on
Yeah.
or more now,
Yeah,
probably.
we're hitting
a
it.
little bit
I
more.
mean,
yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that people would rock that shit for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
We're about to be doing another giveaway here soon. Another tattoo giveaway also.
Yep.
So that'll be super cool with Brad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley?
Yeah, I think so.
Bradley.
He
Shout out
told
Bradley.
he told me that he would do it a while ago, but I gotta
Reconfirm that.
Valentine's,
Yeah,
okay.
reconfirm.
He
It's
already
been a
said it
minute.
now. Now he can't back
Yeah.
up. Sorry,
I'll make
Brad.
him
I'll
do
stop.
it. I'll make him do it. Shout out to Bradley.
Yep.
We
He'll
love
be on
Brad.
eventually.
We love Brad.
Definitely.
All right.
All
So
right.
make sure that the cameras don't shut off if they didn't already.
Yep.
But yeah, it's good having you on. I love you.
Definitely.
I love you.
Appreciate
Man.
it, man.
Now I love you guys. I feel like part of the family.
Hell
now.
yeah.
Everyone,
Hell
stay
yeah.
tuned to what we have coming out in the
Yep.
future.
For sure.
All right.
All
Go
right.
like the wise guys.
Yep.
Yeah, go like the wise guys.
Definitely.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, it just shut off. Yeah. Yes.
Nice.